Preface. We have all heard about many people getting misdiagnosed from a young age with certain conditions such as attention deficit disorder, ADD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, ADHD, and so on from specialists. You may have heard of a guy called Hans Asperger who conducted research in 1914. He found that his autistic-like patients struggled with everyday nonverbal or verbal communication skills, peer interaction, limited but intense interests, higher than average IQ levels, strong verbal skills and an awesome ability to remember details and facts. Aspergers Syndrome is a form of autism that is under the spectrum of this umbrella that has been put together. Aspergers Syndrome, however, is diagnosed more in males than in females. Many of the diagnoses for women when they get diagnosed are usually the normal symptoms of the other diagnoses such as schizophrenia, depression, anxiety issues, and so on. Yet, beyond all this is a woman who is trying to make sense in the environment that she is in, and trying to fit in the world isn't easy. I would also like to point out as I write this book on my journey, that I will be using a term called Aspie Girls or Aspie Women. Hence, this term reflects on people like me that suffer from Aspergers Syndrome, AS. Yet, we need to understand that Aspergers Syndrome is not a disease, but a condition that does exist and we all need to be aware of it. The term Aspie also has been defined from UrbanDictionary.com as this: an Aspie is one who has Asperger's syndrome, which is believed to be part of the autism spectrum. Aspies, while being quite gifted verbally, have social, emotional, and sensory integration difficulties, among others. Aspies is an affectionate term, and is not meant as a put-down. With these conditions in mind, I'm hoping to reach to you, the readers, to share my story and journey of living with Asperger's Syndrome, AS. The purpose of writing this book is to increase awareness, serves as an eye-opener that AS does exist, as well as sharing my joys, sorrows, pain, successes, triumphs and losses along the way. Moreover, I want to welcome you to my life of being normal, in which we know that normal is so underrated these days, as well as looking outside of the box of hidden treasures inside. Every woman is a hero in her own unique way. Yes, we all have our own battles in our lives, but how we live it and take it on matters. These all take courage and determination for us women, to thrive more and carry on. I also hope that if any of the readers are specialists, that they will become aware that AS exists and that they will be able to spot it early and diagnose it early also. Also, that the specialists can stop AS in its tracks and before it starts. Also, to be sure that they can offer valuable tools, resources, and therapies for people that do suffer with AS. They do need to catch up more on the AS in females than in males, as the rate is increasing predominantly females than it has ever done before. Living with Asperger's Syndrome for me isn't easy. It is a battle I face every day, with lots of challenges. Yet, I believe that these difficulties, with the right help and understanding from others, won't become so lonely and bleak. To me, I am a strong and independent woman with Asperger's Syndrome. Yet, I can do anything, as this is up to me at the end of the day, how I am going to live my life, as I don't want to let Asperger's Syndrome to rule my life forever. This is all about the choices that we all face and make through the good and the bad. These choices will influence us in the present as well as in the future. After being diagnosed with AS, it was a relief and whole weight off my shoulders, as I was glad after reading up on people's experiences through different books, I knew that I was not alone. I did not have to go through it alone, as I was walking the same journey as the ones that I read about. It is however very common with us having AS, having some other related conditions that comes with the territory of AS, such as, with me, I suffer from depression, OCD, and in earlier teens, I was diagnosed with early psychosis. Let me tell you that there is a lack of understanding and awareness of AS, yet it's not the members of the public's fault. As it's a silent condition that occurs in females more now than it did in the early 80s.